The upcoming Nikon Z7 III is shaping up to be one of the most highly anticipated cameras in Nikon's mirrorless lineup. Positioned as the successor to the Z7 II, this model is expected to deliver a more substantial leap forward than its predecessor, which was seen as more of a refinement than a revolution. Industry insiders believe the Nikon Z7 III could make its debut sometime between August and November 2025. With the mirrorless market heating up, especially with strong competition from Sony's A7 RV and Canon's EOS R5, Nikon has plenty to prove, and the Z7 III might just be the statement piece it needs. At the heart of the Nikon Z7 III will likely be a brand new sensor. There have been reports that Nikon has tested a 67-megapixel sensor from Tower Semiconductor, but many sources believe the final production model will adopt Sony's proven 61-megapixel BSI CMOS sensor. This move would put the Z7 III on par with the Sony A7 RV in terms of resolution and image quality. Some early rumors even floated the idea of a 90.75-megapixel sensor, but this seems unlikely given Nikon's approach of balancing resolution with speed and performance. What appears more feasible is that the Nikon Z7 III will adopt a partially stacked sensor architecture. Already featured in the Nikon Z6 III, this sensor design significantly boosts readout speed, helping to reduce rolling shutter and improve performance in both photography and video applications, without the added cost of a fully stacked sensor like those found in the Z8 and Z9. Another intriguing possibility is a special low-resolution shooting mode, potentially around 10.1 megapixels, that uses pixel binning or a novel pixel arrangement to enhance low-light performance. If implemented, this feature would be a useful addition for photographers who often work in dark environments, enabling better noise control and faster shooting in challenging lighting conditions. Autofocus is another area where the Nikon Z7 III is expected to make significant strides. The Z7 II's autofocus was decent but lagged behind competitors like the A7 RV and Canon R5. Fortunately, Nikon has made notable advancements in autofocus with the Z8 and Z9, and the Z7 III is likely to inherit similar technology. Reports suggest it will feature a 493-point phase detection autofocus system, enhanced with AI-driven subject recognition and tracking capabilities. If true, this would represent a substantial improvement in focus accuracy and consistency, especially in dynamic or low-contrast scenes. Nikon may also include a dual-stream autofocus architecture, which processes subject data through separate feeds for faster, more intelligent tracking. This would help the Z7 III lock on to subjects more reliably and maintain focus during complex or erratic movement, potentially rivaling or surpassing Sony's industry-leading real-time tracking system. In-body image stabilization is also expected to see a meaningful upgrade. The Z7 II offered up to 5 stops of stabilization, but the Z7 III could push this up to 8 stops, matching what we've already seen in the Nikon Z6 III. Nikon may even include the focus point VR system seen in the Nikon ZF, which shifts the stabilization emphasis to the active focus point, an especially helpful feature when shooting with telephoto lenses or in situations that require pinpoint accuracy. While the Z7 series has traditionally been targeted at still photographers, the increasing demand for hybrid shooting capabilities means video performance is becoming just as important. With a high-resolution sensor on board, the Nikon Z7 III could potentially offer 8K video recording. However, Nikon will likely be cautious not to cannibalize the Z8 and Z9, which are both marketed as high-end video machines. As such, the Z7 III might offer 8K at 30 FPS, possibly with a crop, while delivering oversampled 6K and 4K video at up to 120 FPS. These options would provide excellent flexibility for creators who need high-quality slow motion and cinematic footage. Internal 10-bit and even RAW video recording have also been rumored, making the Z7 III a powerful tool for videographers. If Nikon does manage to include 8K recording without severe thermal limitations, something Canon struggled with in the R5, it would mark a serious competitive edge. Sony's A7 RV, for example, offers 8K at only 24 FPS and is not positioned as a video-focused camera. Meanwhile, Canon's R5 does offer impressive video specs but has faced ongoing criticism over overheating during extended shoots. If the Nikon Z7 III can avoid such issues, it could become a reliable hybrid camera for demanding content creators. From a design standpoint, the Nikon Z7 III is expected to retain the familiar ruggedness of the Z7 II, including a magnesium alloy body and improved weather sealing. One potential ergonomic upgrade is the rear LCD screen. Nikon may follow the Z6 III's lead by implementing a 3.2-inch, 4-axis tilting touchscreen, making it easier to shoot from difficult angles, particularly helpful for landscape, architecture, and macro photography. The electronic viewfinder may also see a substantial upgrade. Rumors suggest a high-resolution EVF with 5.76 million dots and up to 4,000 nits of brightness, making it among the brightest and clearest in its class. This will be a welcome change for photographers working in bright sunlight or requiring accurate color and contrast representation when composing shots. Internally, the Nikon Z7 III is likely to use the new dual Z7 processors, which will deliver faster performance, improved buffer handling, and enhanced image processing. These chips also make it possible to run more complex autofocus algorithms and high-speed video processing without bogging down the system. Storage options will include dual card slots, one for CF Express Type B and the other for UHS-2 SD cards, offering a balance of speed and versatility. Connectivity features are expected to improve as well, with support for Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth LE, and possibly even camera-to-cloud functionality for seamless file transfers and remote shooting workflows. One of Nikon's biggest challenges will be pricing. When the Z7 II launched in 2020, it was priced around $2,999 US. With the expected upgrades in the Z7 III, the price is likely to rise, possibly reaching between $3,500 and $3,800. That price range starts to overlap with the Nikon Z8, which currently sells for around $4,000. Nikon will need to be careful in how it positions the Z7 III so it doesn't conflict with the Z8, which is designed more for speed and professional hybrid shooting. The Z7 III, by contrast, will need to be clearly defined as a high-resolution specialist, ideal for landscape, studio, architecture, and fine art photographers who prioritize detail and dynamic range over high-speed capture. Looking back, the Nikon Z7 II was seen as a modest update rather than a game-changer. It added dual Z6 processors, refined autofocus, and dual card slots, but retained the same 45.7 MP sensor as the original Z7. The Z7 III is expected to deliver far more significant upgrades. These may include a new 61 MP or 67 MP sensor, dual Z7 processors, AI-driven autofocus, improved IBIS, better connectivity, and video capabilities up to 8K 30p. Burst rates could rise to 20 FPS, and features like 10-bit internal video or 12-bit RAW could make the Z7 III a powerful hybrid tool. The competition will be fierce. Sony's A7 RV currently sets the benchmark for high-resolution full-frame cameras with its 61MP sensor and excellent autofocus powered by deep learning AI. Nikon's Z7 III is expected to match or slightly exceed that resolution, which would put the two in direct competition. While Sony still leads in autofocus speed and tracking precision, Nikon's natural color science, better ergonomics, and intuitive menu system are often preferred by photographers. If the Z7 III adds better video features, it could even surpass the A7 RV for creators looking for a true hybrid camera. Canon's EOS R5 remains a strong contender with its 45MP sensor and 8K 30p video recording. However, persistent overheating issues have hindered its appeal for serious video work. In summary, the Nikon Z7 III is shaping up to be a major step forward in the high-resolution mirrorless space. With a new sensor, AI-enhanced autofocus, improved stabilization, better video performance, and a modernized design, it has the potential to be the best Z7 series camera yet. If priced and positioned carefully, it could become a standout option for photographers and hybrid shooters alike, giving Sony and Canon some serious competition in 2025.